The Big Swim dog paddles its way into Asia Society of Houston. This is Dr. David D. Schein with a special Starstruck review, keeping our audience up to date on arts, theater, and entertainment scene in Houston. The Asia Society, in cooperation with the Houston Grand Opera, just debuted The Big Swim. Many of us who are familiar with Asian culture and traditions know there is an Asian zodiac represented by 12 animals. The Lunar New Year celebration is this year the Year of the Dragon. For anyone who cares, yours truly is the Year of the Rabbit. So The Big Swim, with music by Melina Sue and lyrics by Melissa Tien, is a lighthearted version of how the 12 signs competed to be the #1 sign. It runs for just about an hour. The small orchestra was conducted by Opera in the Heights conductor Iki Isomura and was fine for this limited production. The set was not extravagant. The three women opera singers were soprano Meizung Zhang and mezzo-soprano Sun Lee Pierce and Alice Chung. The three male opera singers were tenor Se-Yong Kim, baritone Joseph Lim, and bass Zaikon Song. All the voices were great, and it was a nice mix on stage, pleasant to listen to for sure. The concept was that the 6 singers each represented 2 of the 12 zodiac animals. So they had costumes that sort of suggested their animals, and they each wore a headdress with 2 animal faces back to back. The idea being that when the singer would say the rat, the face of the rat would be rotated to the front of the singer, and the costume would be switched around a little bit. This became something of a challenge since the first performance which is the one I saw, was somewhat choppy with costumes and headdress not always in sync with the animal that they were playing. That may have been more coordinated in the later 2 performances. This would be a great show to introduce youngsters to the wonders of opera. It is not always a bunch of stuffy costumes and hours of singing to 19th century music that many associate with opera. Disclaimer: I buy my own tickets to performances covered, do not identify myself to the theater or gallery as a reviewer, and do not promise to do reviews. Dr. Dave awards Asia Society and HGO 4 stars for the inventive operatic show, The Big Swim. This is Dr. David D. Schein for Starstruck. Thanks for joining us, and if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe on your favorite platform.